Personally, I also believe in cryonics. If someone dies, we can cryonically suspend them and keep them frozen, if you will, for maybe 50 years until we can reanimate them. So I think this is a possibility. This was also impossible before until it was discovered with in vitro fertilization, which is freezing embryos or human eggs or human sperm. So we know that this is possible, and there are 8 million humans who have been already frozen when they were embryos.
Back in the 1970s, we really were freezing people. We didn't have any technology that would allow us to do anything else. And as most people know, when you freeze tissue, you get crystallization, you get dehydration of the cells, a lot of different problems. Over the last 47 years, we've come a long way in what we're able to do. The biggest breakthrough was about 15 years ago when we learned how to vitrify tissue. Vitrification is a physics term which refers to taking a liquid below the ice point and not having it crystallize, but have it turn into a glass-like state. Obviously, there's a lot less damage. Once we were able to do that, it was like huge leaps forward. But we still had the problem of rewarming. Those of us who are more optimistic think it will be 50 years or less, and those who are more pessimistic put it at about 100 years. With nanotechnology, the way it's envisioned for revival is it would do very much the same kind of thing, but instead of trillions of biological cells, you would have these tiny little nanorobots, which are computer controlled, would be in the cells, and they would do the same thing. They would look at a cell wall that's been damaged, tear it down into its constituent atoms, and then rebuild the wall so that it functions properly. Memory is cryopreserved. We don't have our memories, it's not going to be us. And so that's integral, and we feel very confident that memory and identity are being retained. I mean, when you stop and think about it, not a single human being has ever survived being alive on this earth. There are about 167 people who are trying to make that not be true for them right now. Very soon, within 50 to 100 years, people will suddenly realize that death was a thing of the past.
Look, if you're on the Titanic and someone throws you a life vest, even if you're not sure whether the life vest will do anything later, will you jump for it or won't you?
I think anybody who doesn't do that, they can afford it, is crazy. That's something that is the last resort, but I sure hope I have the money to afford it if all of a sudden I get diagnosed with some life-threatening disease, that I'm ready to be frozen so that maybe 200 years from now somebody can cure me and bring me back. I think that's better than not trying.
I love coming in here. It is a place of hope. I'm happy to know that my family members have a chance, as I hope I will, in seeing the future.
After creating the X Prize Foundation and spearheading the development of the private space industry sector, Peter Diamandis took on a new challenge: stopping aging. His new Longevity X Prize promises to pay $100 million to the team of scientists that is able to come up with solutions to halt aging within the next few years.
When I was in medical school, I remember seeing a documentary on long-lived sea life, that certain species of whales, bowhead whales, could live 200 years, and Greenland sharks could live 400 or 500 years. And I remember thinking, if they can live that long, why can't we? And back then, the answer that came to me was it's either going to be a software problem or a hardware problem, and we're going to be able to solve that. And so I became enamored over the last decade with building businesses that could extend the healthy human lifespan. I think it's one of the biggest business opportunities on the planet and the greatest gift you can give anybody.
Age Reversal X Prize is a global technological competition that we want to run for developing solution to reverse aging. So how are you going to do it? It's going to be 200, 300, 400 teams all around the world. They should use their own intervention, technology, or piece of science to reverse aging, in particular statistical sample of population.
The X Prize Foundation puts up large-scale global competitions, and we ask the world's entrepreneurs to solve a problem that has not been solved. And these competitions have a very clear objective outcome. And they say, I don't care where you went to school, what you've ever done. If you do this, you win. Our first X Prize was for private spaceflight. It was a $10 million prize for the team that could build a private spaceship, carry 3 adults up 100 kilometers, land again, and do it again within 2 weeks. And we're offering a $101 million purse for the team that can reverse the ravages of aging. Can you, in fact, reverse by 20 years functionally skin, immune, muscle, and cognition? And for me, it's about changing the mindset of people from not, wow, this is crazy, can it be done, to, oh my God, when is it going to be done?
Longevity is a new field for science, technology, and medicine. There are many questions out there and several misconceptions about the space.
So when you start to talk to somebody about extending human lifespan, one of the first places they go to is, what about overpopulation? But there's a couple of really relieving data points that need to be discussed in that. The first one is that all technology is working in parallel. It's not that all scientists are working on extending aging. Some people are working on, global climate change. Some people are working on how to feed a multitude of people. Some people are working on space travel and how to start mining asteroids. But there is another data point that's really important, and that is, as lifespan extends, birth rates go down, and that's everywhere in the world.
Overpopulation is not a problem anymore. I mean, this was a problem that we saw like 20 years ago. But today we know the growth rate of the population is declining.
If we stop aging, actually, we will save money because people will not go to hospital for expensive treatments when they are dying, because people will not be dying. So actually, we will have more money. The governments will have more money if people are young, if people don't age, if people don't need expensive medical treatments, if there is no retirement funds, because people will be young and able to work indefinitely if they want in an economy of abundance.
And indeed, a recent poll suggests that 68% of Americans would support the treatment of aging if the therapies were safe, effective, affordable, and available to all.